Have you ever wondered what separates the ultra-successful from everyone else? It's not just about money or luck or even intelligence. It's about time. More specifically, it's about how they perceive and use time. Most people live their lives day by day, week by week, maybe thinking a year ahead if they're really planning. But the giants, the billionaires, they operate on a completely different timeline. They make decisions today for a world that won't exist for another 10, 20, or even 50 years. Imagine standing in a vast, empty desert. The horizon seems endless, unchanging. This is how many people see their future, a flat, immediate landscape, when a visionary sees something else. They see a timeline stretching across that desert, a path that extends far beyond what the eye can see. Each decision they make isn't just a step for today. It's a marker placed a decade down that line. While others are looking for the next oasis, they are engineering the course of the entire river. This is the fundamental difference, playing the short game versus architecting the long one. They are not reacting to the present. They are actively creating the future. It's a mindset that transforms every action, every investment, every single choice from a simple transaction into a legacy-building block. Think about the growth of bamboo. For years you can water it, tend to it, and see almost nothing happen above the surface. It's frustrating. It feels like wasted effort. You might even be tempted to give up, to plant something that gives you a quick, visible result. But underground, a massive, intricate root system is spreading, preparing, and strengthening. This is the phase of silent, unseen work. This is the compounding period. Then, seemingly overnight, the bamboo explodes from the ground. It can grow up to 3 feet in a single day. This is what success looks like when it's built on a long-term foundation. It compounds, slowly at first, then all at once. The early years of any great venture, whether it's a business like Amazon or a skill you're trying to master, feel like that bamboo. You put in the hours, you make the sacrifices, you face the doubts. The progress is incremental, almost invisible. People around you, focused on instant results, might even call you foolish. They're harvesting their small flowers while you're still nurturing an unseen root system. But you understand the power of patience. You know that every bit of effort, every lesson learned, is another root spreading further, anchoring you deeper. And when your moment comes, your growth won't just be steady. It will be exponential. You won't just rise, you will erupt. That's the patience of giants. Let's visualize this another way. Imagine a game of chess. An average player thinks 1 or 2 moves ahead. A good player might think 5 or 6. They're focused on winning the immediate battle, capturing a piece, gaining a small advantage. They are playing the board. Now, imagine the camera starts to zoom out. The chessboard isn't just a board anymore. It becomes a city map. Then it zooms out further, and the city becomes a country. Further still, and the country becomes a continent, part of a global game. The billionaire isn't just playing chess. They are playing on the level of continents. Their moves aren't about capturing a single pawn. They're about shifting global supply chains, influencing cultural trends, and shaping technological landscapes for the next century. Ordinary people play for today's win. Billionaires play for the century. They're not concerned with winning every small skirmish. In fact, they're often willing to sacrifice pieces, to lose money on a project, to face public criticism, to appear to be failing if it serves a much larger, long-term strategic goal. They see the entire interconnected map while everyone else is fixated on their tiny square. This is why their moves can seem baffling or counterintuitive to the outside world. They are not playing the same game. While you're fighting for territory on the block, they are redrawing the map of the world. Their vision is so vast that today's loss is just a calculated setup for a victory that will unfold over decades. This brings us to one of the most powerful, yet most difficult, principles to master: delayed gratification. It's the very essence of long-term thinking. Picture this. You're offered a choice. In one hand, there is a delicious, ripe piece of fruit, ready to be eaten right now. It's an instant reward. In the other hand, there is a small, simple seed. The seed offers nothing now. It requires you to go home, find fertile soil, plant it, water it, protect it from storms and pests, and wait. For years, most people will take the fruit. It's easy, it's certain, and it satisfies an immediate desire. But the person who chooses the seed, the one who can delay pleasure, controls their destiny. Because that seed, with time and effort, doesn't just become one piece of fruit. It becomes a tree that produces an abundance of fruit, year after year after year. It provides shade for you and for others. It becomes a source of sustenance, a landmark, a legacy. The person who took the fruit had a snack. The person who planted the seed has an orchard. The ability to resist the temptation of the immediate reward for the sake of a much greater future reward is perhaps the single greatest predictor of success. It's the discipline to invest instead of spend, to learn instead of entertain, to build instead of consume. The one who can delay pleasure is the one who ultimately owns the future. So how do you apply this epic, long-term thinking to your own life? It starts today. It starts with a simple, powerful act: planting a vision. What is the great tree you want to grow in your life? It could be a business, a skill, a legacy of knowledge, or a strong family. Define it. See it clearly in your mind's eye. See it not as it is today, a tiny seed, but as what it will become: a massive, sprawling tree, casting a cool shade for generations to come. This is your North Star, your long-term objective. Once you've planted your vision, you must protect it. There will be storms of doubt, both from within and from others. There will be droughts of motivation. There will be pests, the distractions, the naysayers, the temptations of short-term rewards. You must become the fierce guardian of your seed. Nurture it. Every day, give it what it needs to grow. Water it with consistent effort. Give it sunlight with continuous learning. Reinforce its soil with resilience and discipline. Your daily actions may seem small, insignificant, but you're not just going through the motions. You are tending to your tree. And finally, the hardest part: you must be patient. You must trust the process. You must let time work for you, not against you. Time is the ultimate amplifier. For those who are unprepared and directionless, time erodes their potential. But for those with a vision, for those who are planting, nurturing, and protecting, time is their greatest ally. It is the silent force that compounds their efforts into something magnificent. Your job isn't to force the tree to grow faster. Your job is to create the perfect conditions for its growth and then step back and let the magic of compounding take over. Plant your vision. Protect it, nurture it, and let time work for you. The shade of your success will one day cover more ground than you can possibly imagine right now. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing to join us on this journey.